Today, we're talking about the Welcome Home Vietnam event. It's going to be at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, and it is free. So to talk about that today is Mose Floyd. He's the Duval County Court Judge. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me today.
Before we get into all the details, can you give us a little bit of your background?
Well, I was born to elderly parents, 10 of 12 children. Parents had little or no education, but managed to be blessed with a few scholarships, two appointments to Naval Academy and Air Force Academy. I chose Navy and careered in the Marine Corps after graduation for 22 years. And I was fortunate enough to be hired by Mr. Shorstein, the state attorney's office, prosecutor for 12 years, and was also blessed with an appointment to the bench and also appointment to the Veterans Treatment Court. We have veterans who have maladies associated with their military service, cause them to get in trouble. We try and get them the treatment they need, get their records cleaned up, get them back into life.
Wonderful. And thank you for your service, by the way. Can you tell us about the event?
It's going to be a great event. It's on 14 November at the VyStar Veterans Arena. We want to honor our Vietnam veterans. After the war, for about 20 years, they were the only military in any of the branches that had any warfighting experience. They essentially trained and led the next two generations of warfighters and were largely successful for the ground success in the Iraq and Afghanistan war. But the thing that troubled me was after that war, I saw the veterans come back from Desert Storm, and they received the praise and accolades and the well wishes that they deserved. But I was thinking back to the Vietnam vets, the way they were welcomed back and what they must have been thinking, because when they came back, they were not welcomed back. They were jeered and met at the airport by people who were not supportive, and some of them even took their uniforms off. That was not right. We want to correct that wrong.
And so obviously we're honoring them, but what else will be happening at the event?
Yes, we're going to have a very patriotic program. We're going to have a very heart-stirring tribute to the American flag. We're going to have live music from the Navy Band and NAS Jacks. We're going to have free food there. We're going to have our guest speaker is Rocky Bleier, who is a wounded Vietnam vet warrior. He trained himself and got himself back in good condition, and won 4 Super Bowl rings with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to come in and speak to us and be available for signatures afterwards. And we're also going to have a tribute to the Missing Man Table, which will honor those vets who didn't make it back and just give the vets the love that they didn't get when they came back, and they've been waiting all these years for.
Right. And you wanted to mention some of the sponsors helping out.
Yes, we started this with the Veterans and Military Affairs Committee with the Jacksonville Bar. And we had this desire to try and correct that wrong, but we knew we couldn't do it on our own. So we reached out to Vets for Vets, Semper Fidelis, and the local chapter of the Vietnam Veterans Association. They helped us to reach the veterans community, but VyStar really came through big for us. They helped us trim our budget a lot and gave us open the facility for us, bent over backwards to accommodate us, and we could not be more grateful to VyStar for reaching out and helping us. It's going to be a great event, and largely thanks to VyStar.
Yeah, and what has been the response from veterans on this event?
That's why we're on with you. We're trying to get the word out, but virtually every vet that we talked to was really enthusiastic about the program, and they told us they're going to be there. We're asking that they register, and they can do so by contacting the Jacksonville Bar. Just Google it. You'll get their number. And you don't have to register, just show up. But registering will help us to get our numbers down to figure what the food requirements are. There will be free parking there, the Z parking lot. We're going to make it as easy and accommodating as possible to get there, and the vets will be there with their families. It's just going to be a great time.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Yes, I'd like to say that thanks to our Vietnam veterans. I was a teenager about to graduate from high school. I was looking at all the news reports about the casualties, the heroic acts, and the way they were welcomed back or weren't welcomed back. And despite all of that, they went to war. And I respect them a whole lot there, and my respect for them has only grown over the years. And I've seen this done in other parts of the country, and the wide ear-to-ear grins on the vets' faces and tears because it's so long overdue makes it all worthwhile. If you want to do a good deed, also make yourself feel good and pay tribute to vets, come out and see us on November 14th, VyStar Arena. Starts at 1 start serving food at 2. Program will be over. Spend some time with our vets. We're also going to have junior ROTC and Veterans Treatment Court members participating in it. It's a really community affair. Can't wait to see it come off.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the information today. And again, thank you for your service. Thanks all the vets out there. And yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Appreciate
If you'd like to see this segment again, just head on over to firstcoastliving.net.